Today I'm going to be doing a Christmassy Q&A. I'm really excited to do this video because you guys know how much I love talking about Christmas, and you all want to know a lot about what I think about Christmas. So I've kind of gone through a lot of your questions on Twitter and I've saved them all, and I'm going to answer them for you in this video. I also just want to show you how cute this glittery bow is, because when I actually turn towards the camera you can't see it, but it's there and I love it. Let's go on with the questions. Demi Lee says, do you like Brussels sprouts? I love them, but most people hate them. I honestly, yeah, I don't mind Brussels sprouts, you know. I know a lot of people that don't like them, but I don't find them that offensive. They're definitely not my vegetable of choice. I wouldn't say I was excited to eat Brussels sprouts ever, but I really don't mind them, you know. I just think it's part of Christmas, isn't it? Mia says, if you had to spend Christmas in another country, where would it be? Ooh, I honestly think somewhere cold and snowy. What you doing? On Christmas Day we could go for a snowy walk. Could you stop the heavy breathing, Nala? I'm trying to film a video. Can you hear her? But yeah, I think somewhere with huskies and sledges and toboggans and crackling fires, somewhere really snowy. Sometimes it snows here in the UK on Christmas Day, but it's very rare. If that happened this year, I honestly think I would probably need to be brought back to life because I would die. Bethany says, what time do you wake up on Christmas morning? Are you awake first or Alfie? Oh, it's definitely me that's awake first. And if Alfie's awake before me, it's only because he's forgotten to wrap any presents until Christmas morning. I probably wake up at see, when I was younger, when I lived with Joe and we were kids and we were super excited about Christmas, we used to wake up so early. We used to be awake at 5 AM and we would go and knock on my mum and dad's door and be like, can we come in yet? And they would look at the time, realise it's 5 AM and say, not yet. So we would have to go back to bed and wait another hour. Then we would probably go in at 5:30 and try again. No, we would have to wait until 6 AM. Then we were allowed in to open our stocking presents or sack presents. We actually never had stockings as children. We always had a sack, a Hessian kind of sack, or pillowcases were always a winner in our family. But now I don't wake up as early. I think, you know, I've gotten older, go to bed a lot later. Although to be fair, I do kind of like to go to bed a bit earlier on Christmas Eve so that I wake up a bit earlier. I probably wake up at 7, kind of realistic time. But then I wake up at 7 on a normal day, so. At Store My Suggs says, anything you don't like about Christmas? What a difficult question. Not really. I think the only thing I don't like about Christmas is that the day goes so quickly, and I wish that I was able to visit everyone I wanted to visit on Christmas Day, but that's just impossible. You know, you can't stop time unless you're Bernard and you got one of those special watches. No, I just hate how quickly it's over. I almost feel like the build up to Christmas is the best bit. And then every hour that goes by on Christmas Day, I just get more and more down about the fact that it's nearly over. How depressing is that? Oh God. Emma says, what's your favourite thing to bake at Christmas time? Ooh, I love baking gingerbread and cookies because you have all the best cookie cutters around this time of year. That sounds ridiculous, but you do. It's true. There's stars, there's snowflakes, there's Christmas trees, there's reindeers, there's everything you could ever need in a cookie cutter around this time of year. I also just love making kind of more festive-y things like mince pies, spicy bits and pieces. G says, what did Alfie think of the Christmas theme? Wink emoji. Well, I didn't actually ask his opinion. I was just look what I've done. Do you love it? Oh great, I love you love it. No, he loves it. In fact, this year he's feeling way more festive than ever before, I think, because I think it's finally rubbed off on him. So yeah, Alfie loves it. He loves it. Everyone loves it. How can you not love it? Millie said, how much are you hoping for a white Christmas this year? Well, as I just said, I think I would actually probably drop down dead if it happened because I'd just be so excited. Just think how lovely it would be to wake up on Christmas morning, take the dogs out for a walk in the snow. Oh God, it would just be magical. It would be so magical. Let's all just cross our fingers and really wish for it, and then it might happen. Cat Loves Tanya says, do you like mince pies? See, although I just said I love to bake them, I don't love them that much. But I do like the pastry that has a bit of mincemeat on it, because that's the only bit I ever used to eat. I don't like raisins and currants, so the filling of a mince pie is not my fave. But when they come out of the oven warm and the pastry is warm and it has a little bit of the like mincemeat juice on it and it's kind of sprinkled in like icing sugar, oh my god, that is amazing. So I kind of like them. I like half of them. I like the pastry. I just scrape the raisins and the sultanas out, basically. I liked this one. Jasmine said, do you prefer a Christmas tree theme or a mix and match Christmas tree? I'm definitely all about the theme. So this Christmas tree is white gold, silver, and very pale lilac. You can't really tell, but it is. Downstairs, my Christmas tree is silver, gold, copper, and black. And then our main Christmas tree is like glass, like, as that's a real tree, that's glass and like copper and white gold and feathers, and I don't know, I get way too into it. I also really like white lights in Christmas trees, or kind of more of like a warm yellowy light. I don't like the really bright white ones, but I still love coloured lights, which is not in my tree. Nothing against mix and match trees. I know a lot of people that collect different baubles from different places and add them to the tree. I think that gives the tree a lot more of a story. I think that makes a tree a lot more sentimental and a bit more special, but I like my tree to have a theme because I'm lame. Demi says, what is your go-to Christmas outfit? Ooh, I think a red lip, something like this, a cute little bow, and either like a velvet dress or a sequin dress, tights and little boots, or festive PJs and like cozy clothes, or a really amazingly tacky jumper, Christmas jumper. But I mean, it depends what you do on Christmas Day, because I know a lot of families who just sit at home watching the TV and getting cozy by the fire and just eating, and they stay in like their comfy clothes. But growing up, we always used to kind of get really dressed up for Christmas Day, so that's what I used to do. I used to go for dresses. Holly said, is Christmas at your house this year, and how excited are you for it? So we're having it at Alfie's mum and dad's house, and there will be me, Alfie, Alfie's mum and dad, Poppy, Sean, and Alfie's grandma. And I am very, very excited. I mean, I'm excited every year, but yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be a really like chilled out day, I think. Matt says, will you be cooking Christmas dinner this year? Hell no, I cannot cook Christmas dinner. I find the timings really hard. Cooking so many different things, but making sure it's all ready for the same time and comes out hot, that's the hard bit, because I'm not very good with time restrictions, and so therefore Alfie's mum is actually cooking Christmas dinner. Neve Greer says, favourite food at Christmas? Ooh, I do love me some turkey and stuffing. And mashed potato is a firm favourite all year round, but at Christmas it's very exciting. By the way, Nala is snoring in my lap. I'm not just sat here trumping away. It's my dog. What else do I love at Christmas? Just all the like chocolates and the snacks. All that sort of stuff I absolutely love. Jazz says, are you going to decorate the front of your house in fairy lights for Christmas? Unfortunately not, because I don't know where to buy big outside house lights that I can drape across my entire house. I also don't know if I would do it properly, and weirdly I'm thinking, how do people do that? Like, how do they plug it all in? Because I think people get quite professional about it and have like transformers and like hook it up to like the house electricity and stuff, and I honestly don't know how to do that. Maybe one year I'll get someone to come and do it for me, because then it actually might look quite good and they'll probably know what they're doing. But for now I'm gonna just concentrate on decorating the inside of my house, I think. Although that is complete house goals for me, is to like have this hugely amazing kind of lit from the outside, like Hansel and Gretel cottage. Like that would just be, oh God, one day. Will you be hosting any Christmas parties this year? I actually have a day in December where myself, Alfie, Tanya, Jim, Marcus and Naomi are all coming round. I've managed to find a date that we can all do, because that is blooming hard because we're all so busy, and I'm really excited about that because we're going to have a little sleepover and I've got a few things planned. I've also got Louise coming to stay, and we're going to do our gift giving, which I'm also very excited about. But party wise, I feel like every day in December is a party, let's be honest. Kayla said, if you got a chance to be in a famous Christmas film, what film would it be? Ooh, Love Actually, I think. I'd love to be a character in that. I'd love to know what kind of storyline I could have been given, because there's so many amazing plots in that, and different like character plot parts to it. So I would love to have been in that with like a really strange plot. Okay, one last Christmas related question, and this is from Rachel, and she says, Christmas or the build up to Christmas? I have to actually say the build up to Christmas, because you know it's coming, you're getting excited, everyone's in a great mood. There's so many different elements and exciting things that you can do around this time of year, because Christmas Day, although it's an amazing day, you kind of know it's the end then. You're like, oh no, it's the end, oh, I have to wait another year. But the build up to Christmas is just insane. It's the best thing ever. I also have two other questions. Well, one of them's a question, one of them's more of a shout out, to two people who donated a certain amount in the Trek Stock campaign that I did a while ago. And I wanted to put their questions in this Q&A. So the first question is from More Tuttle, and they said, how long have you been doing makeup? Oh, that was strange. So I have been doing makeup on myself properly for probably like, I guess I was 17 when I started doing my makeup properly, I think. But before that it was just a bit of kind of clear mascara here and there. So probably 17 onwards is how long I've been doing my makeup for. And the second donation came from Dan at You Now, so he just wanted me to say hey. So hi Dan, and thank you so much for your donation. Okay guys, and that is it for my Christmas Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know some of your answers to any of those questions in the comments. I'm going to be reading through those later on this evening. I hope you're enjoying a video every single day. Sorry, Nala was asleep on my lap and now she's like, why have you done this to me? You smell, I need to give you a bath. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see them again tomorrow, won't we? Yes, we will. Why are you making all these funny noises? We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye guys. Christmas, I'm watching it fall. Christmas, let the people around. How are you falling asleep while I'm doing this? Christmas, baby, please come home. Oh, I just want to squish you because I love you so much. And how are you falling asleep? No, I love you, not a bear. Right, let's go. Come on. Let's go.